happening, guys? It's your boy TC back with another video. So what a mad 72 hours it's actually been. First of all, we saw Saliba and Kebayash being announced by the club. We also then saw Kolasinac and Mesut Ozil being involved in an incident that was extremely dangerous. Something could have happened to both players. Something really bad could have happened to both players, but they managed to come out unscathed. And this afternoon, at the time of recording this video, on Saturday afternoon, Arsenal have agreed a deal to sign Nicolas Pepe from Lille, the 24-year-old Ivorian international. So this is fantastic news. Of course, I'm happy that the club are fully active in the transfer market. We know we've been after a winger for a very long time. This was an outside chance really of getting Pepe. So the 2 or 3 names really that were involved in the hat were initially Carrasco, as well as Everton Suarez, and mainly Wilfried Zaha. So we know that Zaha was essentially the main target. Of course, Arsenal went in with a few bids to Crystal Palace. Unfortunately, those bids had been rejected. So it looks like Arsenal have essentially given up, and they've obviously gone for plan B. So as mentioned, the fee that's been reported is £72 million for Nicolas Pepe from Lille, which is roughly about 80 million euros. Of course, it's a bit of a steep price in my opinion. It is a huge gamble in terms of the club going out and getting this particular player. Yes, he has been playing in the French league. Yes, he has posted some numbers over there. But it's a huge gamble, paying a huge amount of money for someone like Nicolas Pepe, who's not proved in the Premier League. But let's not take away from the fact that he's a great player. He's a fantastic player in my opinion. He will be great for us in that particular transition period when we're going from defence into attack. He can carry the ball, very fast paced. He's got a great finish on him, and he's still to develop. As mentioned, he's only 24 years old. So the deal, apparently, the only reason Arsenal opted for this particular deal was due to the fact that Lille were keen on obviously selling the player. However, they were also willing to actually take instalments for the player. So I believe, according to these reports, that the deal itself will be spread across 5 years, which will be the deal that he has signed, according to these particular reports. So let's just take a look at a report that came out today from the BBC, suggesting that Arsenal has obviously agreed this particular deal. So the report reads, Arsenal have reached an agreement with French club Lille to sign Ivory Coast winger Nicolas Pepe in a deal worth 80 million euros. The Gunners will pay the 24-year-old via a series of instalments that suit their restricted budget for the summer. So we know that the budget has been restricted for a very long time. But the guys involved, or the guys responsible for going out and getting these deals done, have been shrewd. They've worked with the resources that they do have. But there's that one matter of a defender coming in. But we'll address that shortly. So let's continue reading this report. An agreement between Arsenal and Pepe's representative still needs to be finalised. Of course, he needs to sign his personal terms. But the transfer is expected to be completed in the next 24 to 48 hours. Italian side Napoli also met Lille's asking price, but their proposal was rejected by the players' camp. Pepe tends to operate on the right wing and can cut in onto his left foot, but can also be used as a striker in a 4-4-2 formation. He scored 23 goals for Lille last season and satisfies Arsenal's need for a wide player with pace and a high technical ability. So of course that's what we're getting, and that's what that particular report suggests in terms of what the deal is going to consist of. Of course, I'm extremely excited. This will also bring a huge amount of competition into the team as well. You've got the likes of Iwobi, who will face huge competition from someone like Pepe. They are for similar age, and I wonder how that would certainly play out during this season, really, to see who's going to win that battle for spaces. Iwobi has mentioned that he's very keen for good players to come in order to challenge himself further, and this was based on the report that came out, or the news that came out, when the fake news suggesting that Iwobi said he will leave if Arsenal sign Wilf Zaha. So of course this is an extremely exciting time for the club, ladies and gentlemen. Extremely exciting, but it still leaves the fact that we need a defender. Yesterday, or the day before, news actually broke as well, saying that Zach Medley had been promoted into the first team. So I'm not too sure how that's going to pan out. Are we going to skip getting a defender in? Or we're going to go out into the market and get another player. Of course, Saliba is a central defender that we've bought, but he's not available straight away. So I'm quite keen to find out how Unai Emery and his team will play this one out. But certainly a defender is needed. I don't think we can rely on the set of defenders that we currently have. But extremely exciting times for the club, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not too sure if anyone will be going to the Emirates Cup tomorrow on Sunday, but I'll be there. If you are there, just leave me a message on any of the multiple platforms that I do use, and just let me know if you want to meet up. We can certainly meet up, but as usual, guys, please do let me know what you think in the comments below. If you're watching this video and you're not subscribed to the channel, please do make sure that you do hit that subscribe button. So once again, guys, your boy TC from I'm Gonna Talk TV, and I'm out.